I mean, I am concerned about certain directions that AI could take that would be not good for the future.
Hello everybody, that was Elon Musk worried about the AI. If he's worried, we should be worried. Elon Musk is a business magnate. He is the founder of SpaceX, Tesla, and many companies that we are all familiar with, such as the Boring Company, the Neuralink, and the OpenAI.
I think my sort of full position would require quite a long explanation.
And previously he owned or was the founder or co-founder of Zip2, a web software company, and he also founded X.com, which was an online bank, and he also launched PayPal. PayPal was previously owned by Elon Musk, which he sold to eBay for 1.5 billion, I think, in 2002. So he is quite intelligent when it comes to technology, and this guy is worried about AI. Now, before we get into too much of Elon Musk, let's understand what AI is. AI stands for artificial intelligence. It's the ability of computer or robot controlled by a computer to do tasks that are normally or usually done by humans because they require human intelligence. But we are letting the computers to do what the human are supposed to do. So some example of artificial intelligence would be self-driving cars or self-parking cars, because they are thinking for themselves, they recognize what's around them, and they know where to park and how to park. So this would be an example of AI. And another very basic example of AI would be the self-cleaning vacuums. I don't know if you have seen some adverts on TV, but there is actually some self-cleaning vacuums which knows how often to clean a room, and when it needs cleaning, it just goes and starts cleaning. So that is what AI is: a machine having enough intelligence and learning, developing just like a human brain. Now there's three different types of AI as of now, which is narrow, general, and super intelligent. Now a lot of companies have, I think, only gone up to the general or the strong AI, but as soon as we get to super intelligence level of the AI, I think that's where we should be really worried.
I mean, I am concerned about certain directions that AI could take that would be not good for the future. I mean, I think it'd be fair to say that, like, not all AI futures are benign, not all.
Okay.
And so if you have something, if we create some digital superintelligence that exceeds us in every way by a lot, it's very important that that be benign. And so actually with a few others, I created OpenAI, which is an AI. It's a nonprofit, actually. There's no. I think the governance structure here is important. So we want to make sure that there was not some fiduciary duty to generate, profit off of the AI technology that's developed. So we created this 501c3, but I think it's quite different from. I mean, like, a lot of sort of 501c3s are, they don't have a high sense of urgency, and like they're not like, they're not really sort of developing technology at a fast pace. But OpenAI is. So OpenAI has a very high sense of urgency, and I think that the people that have joined are really amazing. And the intent with OpenAI is to democratize AI power. And there's a quote that I love from Lord Acton, he was the guy that came up with power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely, which is that freedom consists of the distribution of power and despotism in its concentration. And so I think it's important, if we have this incredible power of AI, that it not be concentrated in the hands of a few and potentially lead to a world that we don't want.
100% agree with Elon Musk. And the quote, yes, we need to limit how much power we give to these artificial intelligent machines. What we don't want them to do is to control us. We should develop them enough, or we should make them intelligent enough to make our everyday lives easier, to make our communities better. But what we should always remember is that we should limit their power. We should have some sort of measures and controls in place to limit their powers. It would be extremely difficult to predict what the world would be like with AI reaching to its super intelligent level. However, Elon Musk has a really good goal and he kind of explains it really well.
It's difficult, I mean, it's called the singularity because it's difficult to predict exactly what future that might be, except I don't know a lot of people who love the idea of living under a despot. You know, I don't think people generally choose to live in a democracy over a dictatorship.
And the despot would be the computer?
Or the people controlling the computer. Not competing. It's like this is sort of like what would be the point of competing for, you know, mutual destruction? It's like it's not about competing. It's really just about trying to increase the probability that the future will be good. That's all. So the goal of OpenAI is really just to take the set of actions that are most likely to improve the positive futures. Like, you can think of like the future as a set of probability streams that branch out and then converge, collapse down to a particular event, and then branch out again. And there's a certain set of probabilities associated with the future being positive and different flavors of that. And at OpenAI, we want to try to do whatever we can to guide, to increase the probability of the good futures happening. I think that's really what
Thank you for watching this video. Please make sure you like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you on next video. Take care for now.